Okay, here I am, and I told you guys that I was going to try to do a ranting video over my feelings over 9.10 of Grey's Anatomy because I had too much feelings and I just feel like I should share it with you guys because you guys are the only people that understand me. Okay, I just want to point out that I do have a really thick accent, so if you can't understand what I'm saying, then I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. You can just close the tab. I mean, it's like you're getting paid to watch me. Second of all, I just want to say that I might say a couple of words that you might just be like, what the hell did she just say? Because, you know, I'm just having all these emotions about all these fictional characters, so you just might just, why not? Okay, so we started the episode and we were like, you know, everything's kind of be weird because, you know, we know Adele's gonna die, but we don't know how, and we are just expecting her death to be meaningless because, you know, we were not attached to her as we were attached to, let's say, Christina or Kylie. You know, it's not a death that we're gonna mourn forever. And we see that she's like throwing out blood and whatever, and then it's like Bailey's helping her and she's supposed to be getting married. So I'm just like, okay, Bailey, have you realized that you're about to get married? Okay, no, okay. Yeah, so we're like having all these emotions and the chief is like going crazy, and I think seeing the chief crazy for me is pretty sad because I don't know, I think all these seasons I've grown up with the chief and I've been with him for like all he has done, and it just makes me really devastated. It's devastating to see him that way. And then we go back to Ben. He's like, where the hell is my wife? You know, I'm trying to find her because, you know, we're supposed to be getting married. And then Kelly's like, oh, I might have told her to run. And then we're like, you know, she didn't really run. She's doing the operation, but they don't know that yet. And then the bridesmaids come out and they look fucking, oh, sorry. They look amazing. Okay, they look so perfect. Sorry. Okay, and then, you know, Arizona like really told the Bailey to run to Kelly, and, you know, Kelly's all like, I was just kidding, and then Arizona's all like, and I'm just like, can I hug you, please don't be sad, she loves you, she's not running away from you. Okay, and then we go back to the hospital, and then there's like Hunt and Christina like making out because, you know, like it's the end of the world, and we're like, I'm like, what, my current feelings are like everywhere because I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And there's like commercials every 5 seconds, and I'm just like, I waited 4 weeks for this to happen, and you're telling me that you're showing me more commercials than actual Grey's Anatomy? I'm going to be really mad, and I'm going to rant about it. The point is the actual episode. So there's this motorcycle accident, and then there's like lady called Gasoline, and there's this dude called Stuart who was trying to be part of the group or whatever, and blah blah blah. So then we go back to the wedding, and then all the people get paged because they need a whole bunch of doctors, but then Alex doesn't let Joe go because she has been drinking, and, you know, and then I'm like, oh my god, they're hilarious, and I ship them so hard, but then there's Izzy, and I miss Izzy so much, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then we go back, and then there's Callie getting food, and then there's another like, oh, I got his room, and for like, you know, and I'm just like, they're gonna have sex, but no. Okay. I believe we go back to the hospital, blah blah blah, more stuff, and there's the chief, and they're like, oh, then Meredith goes to the hospital to see what the hell has happened to Bailey because, you know, since she's a general surgeon, she can help her because they find out that the adult is sick when the intern calls to see what the hell is going on. And then, you know, they're operating on the doll, and, you know, they're like, we've run out of things to do, and I'm like, well, shit, she's just gonna collapse, she's gonna die, she's just gonna happen, she's just gonna die. But then I'm like, no, she can't die like that, because it's Shonda, she's supposed to do things like that. Okay. So we go back to Casona in the room, and it's like this awkward thing that it's extremely adorable, and I'm like, how can you make awkward look so damn adorable? And I'm just like, why can't I have a love like that? Okay, whatever. So then it kind of breaks my heart so badly when Arizona's like, I want to take off my leg. Because he's like, if she had to leg Shonda, she wouldn't be having this problem. Whatever. So I'm just there ranting. And then, you know, Kylie's all like, don't worry, I will take it for you. But then, you know, she's like, no, I'd rather you wait for me in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, that's so kind of adorable that she actually told her that she might do it. Okay. Then we go back to the hospital with the store and the gasoline thing, and I'm like, look, I'm having too many emotions to actually care about what's happening. I'm sorry. And then it's like they're operating on Adele, and the chief goes crazy, and then it actually works. So we're all like, she didn't die. Okay. Oh, and then Kylie calls Derek to tell him that she's about to have sex. And then I had the biggest Mark Sloan feelings because she's supposed to be talking to Mark Sloan, not Derek. I mean, I don't have anything against Derek, but Mark was her best friend, and I feel like that made me miss Mark. Like, I just felt like, Maxime, I fucking miss you so fucking much. You will always be here. Okay, but I don't know. Kylie comes out of the bathroom and Arizona's sitting there and she's like, I'm sorry, Kylie, I can't do it. And I'm just like, I'm not even crying because they're not having sex. I'm crying about the fact that he hurts Arizona so much that she can do it. And it's so amazing that they have this huge relationship. And it's not even a relationship, it's a marriage. And they cherish it so much. It makes me want to have that. But then I'm like, you know, I'm gonna die alone watching them be happy, probably. Okay. And you know, Kylie's all like, oh yeah, we can order cupcakes, mac and cheese cupcakes. And I'm like, I mean champagne, we can order champagne with the mac and cheese cupcakes. And I think that's adorable. And then we go back to Crowan and they're about to sign the divorce papers. And it's kind of like, okay. And then you go back and like, okay. But then these two, you know, Owen says these things that, you know, like, they have to promise to not hurt each other anymore because they've hurt each other too much. And then when they get married, there was so much going on that they didn't really analyze the fact that they were getting married. So they sign it and Christina's crying and I feel like my heart has been taken out and poured into, I don't know, acid, and it's just burning because Christina crying makes me just want to jump out of bridges. Okay. I'm sorry. And then we go back to Calzona. And Arizona's all like, don't run, please don't run because I can lose you. And I'm like, you know what? This is the freaking most adorable shit that I have ever seen in my whole entire life. And they say these beautiful things to each other and then they're just making out and I'm like crying a little bit. Nope, actually, I'm still crying about how perfect that moment was. But then, you know, the wedding does happen because, you know, they fix Adele and then, you know, Adele's like, thank you, Richard, because you came and, you know, we think Adele's okay. You know, maybe this is not the episode that she's gonna die. I mean, no, we didn't know that this was the episode that she was gonna die, but I just didn't want to process this. Okay, so then we go and, you know, Bailey gets married and he's like, yay, she got married. And then Kylie and Arizona come and they're like, oh, we missed it. And then they're like, oh, we hope she doesn't notice. And then she's like, you're the worst maid of honor to Kylie. And it's so adorable because, you know, she finally called her the maid of honor. And Meredith comes back and she's like, why did I miss? And then Kylie goes like, oh, you missed me the maid of honor. I'm like, you're fucking hilarious, baby. I love you. And then it's like, we see the chief. And I feel like, okay, I think Shonda took over. Something happened. And they talk. And, you know, she's like, oh, how's her BP? And then he couldn't tell her. And then I just feel like I want to collapse into the floor and cry super hard. Because the chief has this look like... And I don't know, it just broke my heart. So they start dancing their first dance, Bailey and Ben, and it's adorable. Before they had this super big thing about Bailey forgetting to get married, which I kind of thought it was kind of like, it's Bailey. You know what I'm saying? It's Bailey. But anyways. And Meredith looks to the side and she sees the chief. And she goes like, you came, you're here. And at that moment, I felt like Shonda took my heart out and she took a razor and started shaving off my heart really softly, you know, that it was so painful because the chief was just there like, and then Meredith is like, and then he's like, her heart couldn't take it, and I'm like, no, because she was just alive, this can't be happening. Okay, so I'm like, no way, no, whatever. And then we see Bailey dancing, and I'm like, okay, you know, I think I can handle Adele's dance. Like, I was like, you know, I think I can do this. I think I can put myself through this tiny pain, and you know, it's gonna go away. They flash back, or whatever the hell you call that, to freaking the chief dancing with Adele to My Happy Valentine. The song he sang to her and the OR, the song of their wedding, and they're dancing. And at that point in my life, I just feel like I want to throw myself out of the biggest cliff, and I don't know. I just felt like that was so extremely beautifully sad. And to be honest, I don't know. At the end of the episode, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was just like, I can't take this. And then I was like, I'm so happy, but I'm so sad. And I miss Lexi and Mark. I also forgot to say that the murder scene was absolutely fucking adorable. And she's like, please don't put me in an Alzheimer's house. And I was like, okay, I kind of forgot to put that. And I felt like I needed to put it because it was adorable. And they just rubbed their noses. Okay, it was adorable. Adorable. At the end, I was just like, bye world. I can't fucking wait for Thursday. And I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy my ranting, because I'm pretty amazing. Sasha's hair. See you next time.